Hello, my crochet friends. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm sitting crooked or if my camera is sitting crooked. Oh my goodness. I do have a little leveler on there. There, right in the middle. How's that? Good? All right. So today's Wednesday, February 26th. I know it's been a little bit since I've done an update for you guys, or a sit down and crochet with me video. I've been working on videos, actually video clips every day since the 12th, because I'm reorganizing my yarn yet again. So it's taken me a little bit of time, but I am filming video clips as I go along with my whole organization process, and I'll be putting them up in the next couple weeks. Okay. But, so today I've already filmed a clip and I was in such a mood, a very crappy, oh, woe is me, my life is all wrong kind of mood. So I sat down, had my temper tantrum, and then I went back to filming and trying to organize my yarn. So I've decided I want to sit down and crochet for a little bit today. So I want to show you an update on the Grannies in a Row blanket that I'm working on with the Lion brand ice cream yarn. I am done what I call the body of the blanket, which means there's no border on it, and I plan on putting a border on it. So I have used, how many balls of yarn have I used? 7? Let's see. I did Lemon Swirl, Tutti Frutti, Cake Batter, Bunny Tracks, Love Potion, that's 5, right? And then back to Tutti Frutti, that's 6, and then back to Lemon Swirl, that's 7. Okay, yeah, so I used Lemon Swirl twice at the beginning of the blanket and at the end of the blanket. I used Tutti Frutti twice at the beginning and at the end, and only 1 ball each of Love Potion, Bunny Tracks, and Cake Batter. All right, so here's my blanket, and it's gotten pretty tall, pretty wide, because I made it wide to begin with. Right, there we go, nice and pretty. So this is how much yarn I've got left over, and there's no way I can get another row out of that. So the body of this blanket is done. I don't know how many rows it is yet, and I don't know how much time I've spent on it yet. So I have 1 more ball of Lemon Swirl. This is what the Lemon Swirl looks like when it's all rolled up. Yeah, I call it blueberry banana because it reminds me of blueberries and bananas, but they call it Lemon Swirl. I've got 1 more ball of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this on the border. But I want to start with a solid color first, just to get my first round or 2 of the border done. So I have 2 possibilities. I can go with just your basic white, because there's white in almost every single one of these balls of yarn. Yeah, there's white in the Lemon Swirl, white in the Tutti Frutti, white in the Love Potion, there's white in the Bunny Tracks, there's white in the Cake Batter. So yeah, so there's white in every single ball of yarn. So white is a good contender to start the border. But as I was going through my yarn stash that I've been trying to organize, I found some Lion brand Baby Soft. And I think the color is Bluebell. Yeah, the color is Bluebell, right? But the Bluebell is a very good match to the 1 shade of blue that's in the Lemon Swirl, because the Lemon Swirl has like 2 shades of blue. So, but I think the white would be the best to mix with the Lemon Swirl on the border. Although this Bluebell, I'm really liking the color of the Bluebell. So if you guys have an opinion, and more than likely you do, just for the first round of the border, should I do it in white, which will match every ball of yarn I have, or should I do the Bluebell? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm a little undecided at the moment. So I'm putting this blanket off to the side until I figure out what I want to do with the border. And because borders take a little bit more time than like the rows, they just go back and forth and are nice and easy. But the border, you got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back 1, 2, 3, 4. So the border it takes a little bit more time. So that's not the crocheting that I'm working on today. I'm going to work on my other Lion Brand ice cream yarn, the ice cream sprinkles. So I made this one a little bit narrower. I started with 180 chains on the other blanket, and this one is 150, I want to say. So it's not as wide, and partly because I don't have as much ice cream sprinkles as I did with the regular ice cream. And these color names, I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe I do. Creamsicle, that's white with pink, green, and orange. And then there's white with purple, pink, and yellow. And then there's white with pink, blue, and yellow. And then there's white with blue, and yellow. And then there's white with blue, purple, and orange. So yeah, I don't know these colors off the top of my head, but this is the one I plan on working on today. Since I don't feel like doing any more yarn organizing, I'm finding the yarn organizing to be a little bit stressful. So, let's see, some life updates. After that one video where I said I wanted to get rid of the Lion Brand cookies and cream color, that's the medium gray, light gray, and white, because it wasn't a color that I would be happy working with. My mom reached out and asked if she can have it, so I gave it to my mom. And then she had already given me a ball of yarn that was the Lion Brand ice cream in the cookies and cream color. So I had that in my cabinet, so I just wound up giving her back her own yarn, plus the yarn that I had. My 2 crochet hooks that I want to get rid of, the Clover Amour hooks, a size E and a size H, because of the way they hit my hand when I'm crocheting. I do have them listed on eBay to sell them, although I need better photos. I did the pictures on a day where it was a bit cloudy, so I think I should go and do them again. I don't think they're very flattering, but at least I have them listed to sell them, you know. So let's see. I have a new microphone on today, right? And it has noise canceling, so hopefully it'll cancel all the noise from my ceiling fan, because my ceiling fan is on all year long, because I feel like I'm suffocating all the time. I'm not always warm, but I always feel like I'm suffocating. So hopefully the new microphone is working out really well. This is my first time giving it a full test. All right, let's see. Yeah, I got notes, right? Let's see. Let's see if I can crochet and talk at the same time. Let's see, where is my working yarn at? I haven't touched the Lion Brand Sprinkles blanket in, I think, almost a week. On Sunday, February 16th, we had a wind storm, okay? It wasn't rain, it wasn't thunder, lightning, it wasn't snow, it was just wind, okay? Winds that were gusting at 40 and 50 miles per hour. And normally when that happens to us, the way the electric power lines come to our house, they go through a set of trees in multiple neighbor yards to a transformer box. So every time it gets windy and gusty, we always wind up losing electricity. And our electric company, which is called PECO, which is Philadelphia Electric Company, we're usually on the bottom of the list for people to get the electricity back, because the way the transformer is back there, it only powers 20 houses. So it's not like it's a full neighborhood of thousands of people losing electricity. It's just 20 houses. So we're always on the bottom of the list. So Sunday at 5:30, and I know it was 5:30 because my clock is actually plugged into the wall. I got an old school clock on the wall. 5:30, right? So it's dark and it's cold, and it starts getting colder and colder and colder. We get a notification from PECO, from the electric company, saying that power won't be restored until Wednesday at 11 p.m. That's 3 days without any power. And you know, at first it's okay. I mean, we've been through power outages in 23 years of being here. We've gone through a lot of power outages, but It's February and it's cold and the temperatures were dropping because of the storm. We were going to have freezing temperatures right on with the gusty winds. So there's no way to heat your house, you know? So it got cold. I tried crocheting on Monday, but by then the temperatures had plummeted and it felt like it was freezing in here, even though it wasn't, but it felt like it was freezing and I couldn't crochet. My fingertips, eventually I lost feeling in my fingers because they were just so damn cold. And, you know, it's like you got a t-shirt on, you got a flannel shirt on, you got your sweat jacket on over top of that because you're so cold. You've got 2 pairs of socks on and slippers. And then when you're sitting on the couch, you're underneath like layers of blankets. And then going to bed, my husband and I pulled out every quilt, every comforter, and every crocheted blanket that we own and piled it up on our beds. And it was still cold. It was still cold. You can't take a shower because, like, while we have a hot water heater that is gas powered, where the gas warms up the water, it was too cold in the house to take a shower. And our stove, while we can light the burners on the top because we can use matches, you can't use the oven because it has an electric start for the gas. It got cold. It got uncomfortable. We were miserable. But we did it just like we do every time the power goes out. We play, my husband and I like to play what we call the alphabet game. And we pick a category and then we try to find a word that begins with that letter in that category. So our first category was animals. I started off with A for aardvark. Okay? It can be armadillo, anteater, whatever. You know, B for bear, C for cat, D for dog. So we played the alphabet game. And it's something that we used to do with the kids when they were younger every time we had a power outage because kids get bored, you know. So the alphabet game. And we went through multiple categories and we did that Monday night. We did it Tuesday, but thankfully they got the power back on Tuesday around 7 instead of Wednesday at 11. So, but it took, when the power did come back on, the thermostat said it was 46 degrees, and that's Fahrenheit for us, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's still a little bit above freezing, but I mean, we keep our house at 70 degrees in the winter. So it was cold. And it took me 24 hours at least to get the temperature back up to 70 degrees. It took a while, and we have, you know, the heater for the house, and then we have a space heater here in the living room, and a space heater on the other side because my living room is really big. So the kids have space heaters in their room. So it still took us a day to get the house back up to temperature. It was cold. Yeah, look at that. Now I'm crocheting. So how have you guys been? You've been okay? Let's see. I realized that I'm going to have to start writing down notes to try to remember what I've already talked about in past videos, so I can come up with a new subject or new stories. Because in case you guys hadn't noticed yet, I like to tell stories. That's how I talk. Like, even in real life when I talk to people, I talk in story format. I don't know. It's how I communicate. I bet you my new microphone is picking up all the sniffling, isn't it? Yeah. When, like, a lot of times when I'm working in a house during the day, and my house is so dusty because it's so cluttered, right? the dust floating around bothers my allergies. I live with 2 cats and I'm allergic. It's not a big allergy, but I'm allergic, so I sniffle. And we've got 4 guinea pigs, which, you know, they kick up some dust during the day. I have allergies. I wound up sniffling all day, and I'm sorry that the microphone is probably picking all that up. It's really just allergies. For anybody who's new here, I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Jenny. Welcome to Granny Square Peg. It's a channel where I do what I want, when I want, and how I want. All right, so I finished a row. I'm turning. I'm chaining 3. I'm going up. I'm doing a double crochet. And I'm skipping a granny cluster, and then I'm doing 3 double crochets in between the 2 granny clusters to create another granny cluster. So did you guys grab a hook, grab some yarn, sit and work on a project with me? Here, I'm gonna try and move the camera and point it down a little bit, because some people really like to watch the crocheting because it can be very relaxing, which I know that because I watch other crocheters and just watch them crochet. Like if they're talking through their pattern or whatever they're doing, it's like I turn the volume down. I mean, not all the way, but I turn the volume down and I just watch what they're doing with their hands. I find it very relaxing. So I was watching Jada in Stitches the other day. She's got another pattern out for a basket, a crocheted basket that she hangs on a doorknob or a door handle. And I'm like, I'm ready to go grab my hook and some like number 5, 6, 7 bulky weight yarn and make another basket. But I'm in the middle of so many other projects. I mean, not just my 2 grannies in rows here, but the tree skirt panels that I'm making for Christmas tree skirts that I do when I've got 10 minutes, and then the yarn organization. So it's like I can't be starting another random project, but I love the way Jada does those crocheted baskets, and it's very calming and very relaxing watching her do it. That you just, and it's so quick and it's so easy. And then of course when I was done watching her video, I watched MJ is it Off the Hook? MJ's Off the Hook. She was working on a cuff to a sleeve to a sweater. And I'm like, do I need to be making a sweater? No, I've never crocheted a sweater in my life. But do I want to make a cuff and then a sleeve and work along with her? Yes, I did. But I'm like, I don't know if I have the right yarn for that. I'm still in the middle of organizing what yarn I do have. And I don't want to go yarn shopping. So I have to be careful watching when other crocheters are doing tutorials or they're just sitting and crocheting. I have to be careful because I want to put down what I'm working on and go start something new. Which I know you guys understand that because as crocheters and crafters, we can be like that. You throw in, sprinkle in a little bit of ADHD and my goodness, we're all over the place. Do you guys count in your head when you're crocheting, even when it's quiet, or you're listening to an audiobook, or you're watching a TV show in the background? Do you guys crochet in your head and go 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3 double crochets? Because I know I do. 1, 2, 3. Skip. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I gotta tell you, while I like the Lion Brand ice cream yarn, there's something about the ice cream sprinkles. I keep my hook keeps grabbing the fibers and splitting them. I'm not quite sure why. I don't have that problem with the regular ice cream yarn or the original ice cream yarn, just with the sprinkles for whatever reason. Weird. Hannah, is that you? Do you need me to get it?
Do we have a visitor?
No, why?
I don't know, someone's parked outside the house. In my spot.
I know the neighbors have had a home health nurse lately. She usually parks on the other side, though.
Honda? Nope, I actually don't know. It's a gray SUV.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's the home health nurse. Okay, my friends, that's about 20 minutes of crocheting. I did 2 rows. I just had a kid walk in through the door, so I'll either come back to you in a little bit or I'll see you in the next one. Okay, you guys don't know it, but that was quite a bit of a break for me. My 18-year-old is off from school today, but they had gone out to lunch with friends. And I actually haven't seen my 18-year-old a lot lately. So my 18-year-old is my youngest, finishing up their senior year of high school, works 2 part-time jobs. So I don't actually get to see the kid much. And it was nice. I got to sit with my youngest for a little bit, and I had some lunch. And when we were talking about colleges, because the kid has applied to colleges and is looking for something close to home so they can commute, okay? And so, like, there's criteria that the kid has for college. So we were talking about what they're looking for. And while we were talking, I actually finished the 1 ball of yarn I was working from for the Lime Brand ice cream sprinkles, which was the white, the purple, orange, and blue color right there. I had finished that. Now I have to figure out what color goes next, which I actually have. I was smart enough to write it down on a piece of paper the way I wanted to do the color order with the sprinkle yarn. Because since I don't have a lot of the sprinkle yarn, I wanted to plan out the color placement so it would be nice and even. Okay, so the white with the blue, purple, and orange was sherbet. And now I'm going back to the tropical color, which is the white, the blue, turquoise, yellow. Okay. That would be this color. That's what I'm going back to. But I don't actually have a lot of time to crochet right now because actually I got about an hour. Because I'm not doing any chores today. I'm not washing up another dirty dish, okay? Because how in the world do dishes get dirty all the time? How is it that every time you get done washing up all the dishes in the sink, there are more dishes in the sink? I don't know. I'd like to know how that happens. So, yeah, today's not my chore day. So no dishes. The only thing I do on Wednesdays is take the trash out. And then tomorrow's my laundry day because we assigned laundry days to everybody in the house years ago. So my youngest laundry day is Monday. My middle child is Tuesday. My oldest child was Wednesday, but they don't live at home anymore. My day is Thursday, and my husband gets Friday, Saturday, Sunday because he can do his laundry whenever he wants to and not have to worry interfering with his work day Monday through Friday. So he gets Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So he could do it whenever he wants. And we found that it worked out well for us. So it's kind of funny that even though Wednesday was the day for our oldest, nobody actually does any laundry on Wednesdays. We kind of like stuck to our schedule. I mean, the kids are 21 and moved out, 20, 18, and we've still kind of stuck to our schedule with laundry. So yeah, it's like today's trash day and I have to go around and, I'm still working on a decluttering of my house and getting rid of what I call my hoard. Am I an official hoarder? Maybe. But if I am, I'm at the lower end of the spectrum that's really mild. But it's still too much. I have too much stuff in my house. And so on trash nights, which are Wednesday nights and Sunday nights, I do what I can to get rid of the trash that's in the house. And if I come across something that's still in good shape, but I want to get rid of, goes into a box that's in my minivan so it can be donated. So that is all I'm doing today. And then I'm still working on organizing my yarn. And then I'm working on crochet projects. And then I want to stop this project and go work on other projects. No, I'm trying to stay focused. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for hanging out with me. I give you permission to take the rest of the day off and just go crochet or go read a book or something. Just do something for you today because you deserve it. Have a candy bar all to yourself, unless you're diabetic like I am. Then, you know, maybe an apple or something. Just take some time for yourself. Do something for yourself today, okay? We deserve it. We work hard every day, and we deserve a little something for ourselves. So, yeah, all right. So I'm going to call that quits there. I'm going to do some more crocheting just without you because I am losing the light at this point. And I'll catch you guys later. You guys know how much I love you, right? Right? I do. It's so much. You guys are awesome. You are the best subscribers in YouTube. You really are. And your comments in the comment section down below are awesome. I thank you guys for everything and for being here with me. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye. No, all right. I can still talk. I can still talk all day. I could sit here and talk all day. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.